Welcome back. If you just this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network, and joining me on this show this morning is lecturer, Information Management Technology Captain, LHE and Polytechnic. I'm talking about Dr. Weke Emmanuel Onyeka.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
All right, our first story is from River State. Blessing Godday, a 32-year-old pregnant woman and mother of 9, has been arrested by the River State Police Command. She allegedly stabbed Mr. Imeran Idema to death in Adada community over a dispute involving a bunch of plantain. The incident, which occurred on January 28, 2003, unfolded when Idema confronted Blessing for allegedly stealing the plantain. The disagreement escalated, resulting in a tragic event. Blessing was apprehended by the police on Friday. A source narrated the incident to our correspondent stores. Miss Imeran Idema marched in and immediately accosted her Blessing and asking her to surrender the bunch of plantain. Drop that plantain, Imeran shouted as she approached Blessing. She also had a sharp machete, which she had illegally harvested the bunch of plantain. Insisted, Blessing blotted towards another exit. Imeran ran after her and she grabbed the fleeing woman and threatened to use the machete on her. Blessing then stopped running and faced her. An altercation ensued, which led to Imeran leading a blow on Blessing's right foot. Blessing then dropped the bunch and launched vigorous attack with her own machete. She hit her with the machete, inflicting 2 cuts on Imeran's head and shoulder. Imeran collapsed in pain and Blessing quickly left the scene, abandoning the bunch of plantain and flee. Members of Imeran's family who heard a scream came to the earth, took her to medical treatment and reported the case to police. Continuing, the source who caused to remain anonymous said the police arrested Blessing and after questioning her, released her to receive medical attention for the cut on her leg. She was later rearrested, and when she got to the police station, she got the information that Imeran has died. When contacted, spokesman for the State Police Command, Grace Iringikoko, confirmed the incident, saying the suspect has been charged to court. Iringikoko stated, "Yes, I can confirm the incident. The woman was arrested and the matter has been charged." Dr. Weke, this incident happened since 2003. Yes, we know that it is a good thing that Blessing has been arrested. But if you read down this story, you will realize that Blessing has 9 children and she is pregnant. That means that is the 10th. And what is this thing with, I won't just say African women, what is this thing with a woman? You know that you don't have enough to sustain home. Why going extra mile to keep, producing the number of children you cannot feed? Is there something that the women organization need to do to enlighten women again that if you know you cannot, better still give birth to what you can actually train? Because according to what we saw in the story, Blessing went to steal plantain in order for her to be able to feed her children, which results to this incident now. What do you think the government needs to do to control, childbirth in our country?
I want to quickly differ. I don't think that that's a moral issue. It doesn't have anything to do with number of children one has. You know, if a thief, there could be a mother of one that is a thief, or a known mother at all that will go to steal.
But so in this story,
that it has something to do. It has a lot to do with her character as an individual. Because if you see a plantain, why not meet the owner, beg the owner? I've seen cases, some women that are morally conscious have borrowed money or even begged items from people, and then they are not able to return it. They can ask the person to go do a farm, value exchange for what they've taken. You understand me? So I think it has to do with the character of the woman under watch here. Because if you say you have 9 children, right? Those 9 children have been feeding. Have you been stealing to feed them all this while?
It's obvious.
We don't know. We can't. There's no confirmation to that.
Now, Dr. Weke, you know what I'm talking about childbirth, because On Friday, we saw in a story where a woman went to sell her 2 sons in order to be able to train the remaining one. And we are still talking about 9 children, according to the reports that the woman has 9 children. And so she decided to sell 2 in order to be able to cater for the remaining ones and also send these ones to school. And then still here, the story still said that Blessing has 9 children, went to steal plantain in order to be able to feed this one. It means that if she has if she actually went to steal plantain and then someone saw her, confronted her, and she couldn't at least, let's say, negotiate, okay, this is what happened, and to an extent of carrying machete and all of those, or drop plantain, you refuse to. It means that this cannot just be a day something. It cannot be something that Blessing just did for the first time. It's a lifestyle, like you rightly stated. That's why I'm talking about the children, because majority of them are now using, I did this to be able to train my children. It's because of economy in the country. That is why we involve ourselves in this.
There is something about criminals and criminal investigation. When somebody says, I stole to go and feed my children, it is a statement you are getting from a suspect. You do not even know whether she stole actually to feed her children. We can't confirm that, because we are looking at a criminal here. She can as well steal to give to her boyfriend. It's possible. Yes, now. So if a thief should be, let's try to separate childbearing and criminality, because it's a clear case of murder. They have been. I know one woman that has 12 children. She never stole. I've even heard one that said the mom had 14 births, out of which 11 are alive. She has not been identified as a thief. So I think it's something that started even before she started getting pregnant. I suspect that she must have been a career thief. For her to run and then stop, look at the tactics. She felt the woman would have left her at some point. Then she had to waited and then started giving it back to the woman, not minding her condition of being pregnant. So while we agree that there is economic implication of having so many children, especially in our era, we also have to know that most of these persons involved are using children as alibi, the number of children they have as excuse, right? They are inborn criminals, or probably environmentally or socially induced thieves. And you must have such moral strength, if you claim to be a mother, to withstand those kind of circumstances that will lead you to being a thief. Because it's not just about having children. You must have time, and you must convey character message to them. They must see you as being a mother. They should mimic their mentor, somebody they can hold on to. Do you understand what I mean? And not a mother that they will be ashamed to talk about in the public. So will you want your own daughter to be a thief? So you also have to live in a way that their children will not see you as a moral misdemeanor, a woman that they cannot reckon with. So my point here is that whether government comes to regulate or not, there will still be women thieves.
But do you think it will be good? It would be a good development if government come in terms of regulating, because a majority that are involved in this, like I said, they are always using children in the name of I did this to take care of my children and all of that. But if childbirth is regulated, don't you think it will go a long way?
The thing is that how it's going to be a little bit difficult for government to regulate. For example, are you saying 3 per father or 3 per mother? Are you get what I'm saying? Like a mother, there can be a mother to a child, to 3 children for this man here. Then you say, I'm done here, right? This man, you no longer like the way you behave. So it happens now. It's happening right now. So, boy, come, let's continue. You don't mind this man. So why is the counting going to take place? Is it that the woman, madam, see, whether you like Uncle Jones or Uncle James or Uncle whoever, you must make maximum of 3. So he goes to Mr. Alalebo and then gives him 1. And goes to James to begin to get angry. Why are you doing this to me? After you gave Alalebo 2, so you
the childbirth should depend on men, not women.
Or men.
On men, not women, because we are mobile, like you said. You can move from one place to another.
You can make baby for anybody, yeah?
But I mean, men should control the number.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the men, we are universal donors. Who can impregnate? One man can impregnate as many as 100 women. I hope you know that. If the woman wants to, it's very interesting. No? Now, how are you going to? Which one are they? Is it that they want to regulate based on registered marriages?
We are looking for the way forward.
No, that's what I'm saying. Except they will not say that it has to be on registered marriages. If you register your marriage according to the Marriage Act, and then it's documented in the court, they take statistics of that person being married.
But in China, I think something like this is equally very common there. You can't give birth to more than 5 or 6 other.
There's something you don't. Even this Ghana, China, sorry, they are the most populated country in the world. About the most populated Asian countries, right? And so you see that because of the way their philosophy runs. I don't know the culture around it, but they still have more population than the other people. So the point is not about stating like you must have number of children as a man or a woman. How are you going to regulate it? Remember, are you going to regulate it only within registered marriages? I've said. If government will come and say that, working with National Population Commission, that we're going to regulate it only to registered marriages. Right? See, in fact, it now become part of our law that as you're getting married, you sign here for us, you're going to give birth to 2. Anything outside that, you face the music. Then what if out of the 2, 1 dies? There will also be a provision. Can we remake to replace that one? What if the 2 die at the same time? Maybe. Will you permit us? So it's not just about throwing a policy. You should consider the human aspect of the people you are creating it for. There are also people that like flirting. There are people that don't like staying with one man. There are people that don't like staying with one woman. We should make provision for these social issues. I hope you know that. So now, so something that say, I don't want to marry, but I want to make children. I want to make 3 children on my own from different fathers. Right? So they have to incorporate them. So it's not just going to be nobody should have more than 3 children. Who? How? So they should put all this who and how
together. Oh, definitely. If governments come up with this policy, there's every tendency that they will put, the who and how, like you are rightly stated. So it will be able to inculcate this. But it's actually a serious issue, giving birth to 9 children, knowing that you can't cut off for them.
Where is it? All of these things should be put in place. Are you sure the man has not run away? Because
the man, we have not heard anything about the husband. Anyways, this
was she married? Like, those 9 children, are they coming from 9 fathers? Those are they coming from 2? These are questions we have to
It's from one father. We believe it's from one father. Okay. All right. The second story for today. Parents and authorities of Apostolic Faith Group of School, Emore Kitty, shared the challenging journey they endured to secure the freedom of 5 adopted pupils and teachers from the kidnappers. Then, as explained to reporters Adayo Oyewo and Abiodun Enejo on Sunday, the school proprietor Gabriel Adesanya said the corpse of the driver has not been found yet. The freed kidnapped victim said he was killed between yesterday and the morning. We cannot trace the body at the moment since we don't know the location where they were kept. We have discussed with the police whether we can recover it. When contacted, one of the parents of the kidnapped victim, Adebisi Ajajade, confirmed that the ransom was paid to the kidnappers. They said the ransom was paid to the kidnappers and the money raised was around 15 million they demanded. I was not what they demanded, and they raised and they released the kidnapped person to us. We gave them 15 million and the food items they asked us to buy for them, as packs of fried rice and chicken and drinks, canned malt drink, Fearless energy drink, and other soft drinks, also cigarettes. I'm actually very excited at this moment that I'm sure we are all happy that the pupils that were being kidnapped are now free. That is a good news. But again, one thing I don't understand again, Dr. Weke, is it not looking like a joke that the kidnappers are not demanding for food and drinks, the kind of drinks they want? I know they said they passed through a lot of stress before they were able to get through to their relatives. But again, don't you think this can actually make it very easy for security personnel to trace these kidnappers to wherever they are? Because I mean, they are inside forest, like they rightly stated, and somebody once make mention of technology. Technology is available. What if they use helicopter and then trace these people in the forest wherever they are? And since then, we have not seen something like that because security operatives, they came up to say that government is not really giving them what it takes. Their hand is not within the reach of what they are supposed to use in actually fighting insecurity, and especially when it has to do with kidnapping. But what do you think they should do? Can they equip? Now that he has gotten to a point of no longer passing, carrying money. We used to see this in film. They're taking money to the bush to go and give them. I mean, is there not something that they can use and trace these people?
The point is that Nigeria is an absolute sorry case. Nigeria is a country, you know that UN report now, we are not to be born. You know, it's a country, Nigeria is a country where nobody wishes to be born. But you and I are here. You understand?
Can you actually determine where you want to come from?
No, it's, you know, like if they were just saying, like, if you would wish, if you don't want to, when your parents, you know, we just say, okay, where will you wish to be born? You know, so you can't choose where to be born. But that aside, we have seen a Nigeria where the leaders are in the comedy zone. They are not interested in the welfare of the people. You understand? Like you see people talking about NIN. You know NIN now? What is NIN? You see telecom companies, if you don't register within 28 or so, like the one they are sending now, will disconnect you. What are they? What are all those things for? If somebody can go and steal another person, or in another synonym, kidnap, and then he's using that same number, the one that he said you must all register, you will use your number, that they say you must do a thumbprint, then there must be a face capture. There is a biodata of the individual, so you know, they said all non-registered, and in any number that is not registered,
you can use it.
You can't use it. So what I don't understand is that, one, why is it impossible for us to have a security link? You don't need to pay for it from telecom companies. If they call you, you say this is an Airtel line. You go to that app, click, dial in the number. You will see the person's face, where he is from. Are you getting what I'm saying? The age of the person.
But what if they're using maybe they took someone's phone and started using it?
Maybe a kidnapped person. Even the other person, they could also get information from the kidnapped person or the stolen phones.
But this particular one is pupils. Okay, and some teachers, of course, they can definitely use their phone. But what about the location?
You know, they can also, I know they don't use more than one phone lines, phone numbers. They could use this and all that, and then switch it off, because you can't track when the phone is off. But there can be a device, there can be a technology where once you get that number, get the immediate location, right? You wait for the next call and track again. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. You wait for the number and track again. So you don't report to police just for kinetic approach to go shoot and then get the people released. No, there must be a control room, expert oriented unit, where as these numbers are coming, you are sending, you are working with them, you are sending this report, and they are tracking and they are going. I have not seen police helicopter. If I have not seen it before, but I know that such things are provisioned in our Appropriation Act, you know, over time, right? Aerial surveillance by the police. That is one side. Then the technology, what they call the ICT unit or cybercrime unit or whatever it is, should be part of this in conjunction with telecom companies. You also, some even have the guts to say that sometime in Niger State that they pay to a particular account. You give an account number because of the large volume of the money. You pay to it. What is the collaboration between the banks, telecom companies, and Nigerian security system? I don't know if you're getting my point. So there is no deliberate effort to rescue Nigeria. Because if there were, we would have had cases of improvement. That so and so kidnappers have been caught. Do you understand? The syndicate have been decapitated. Stories like that. That through adequate intelligence of Nigerian security, they're able to capture, they're able to arrest so and so. Apart from using gun, shoot and hide approach. Are you getting what I'm saying? We've not had so much winning around the technology as is.
Well, the only thing that taking this now as a joke, I mean, it's really funny, demanding kind of drinks to one and food. The only thing is as a joke, and that feeling that, of course, they have overshadowed security operatives. And I remember that last week, one of them actually said that the way forward is actually ransom, because if you want to leave these people in the kidnappers' den, in the process of trying to track them and all of those, you might actually lose your loved ones. So the best thing is to pay ransom and come out. Are we going to? Is that how you're going to continue?
No, one of the worst things that can happen to anybody on earth is to have your relative kidnapped. It's even easier for you to hear that somebody is dead. It's so painful. Like, you can't be yourself. Do you understand? Like, somebody close to you is kidnapped. You are not normal at that point until the person is released.
It's out.
So if you say they now begin to tell you you have to call and pay so and so amount of money to release your person, you go do everything possible to release the person. Because you are also kidnapped, emotionally kidnapped. If your relative or somebody close to you is kidnapped, you are also kidnapped emotionally. Because you will not be at rest. You'll be thinking how criminals, you know, what are they actually doing with my person at certain hours, at certain minutes? Are you getting, what is the comfort level of this person they kidnapped? You will not be yourself. So that's why people become desperate.
So, Dr. Weke, what is the way forward?
They pay money.
Because are we going to continue like this to keep paying ransom? And when these people know that, it's very easy for them to cough out this money. Don't you think that, I mean, if we had, like, let's say 5% of these adopters, it will increase to 10, having known that this is not looking like the easiest way of, generating income?
It's expanding because they are not under attack. They've not seen any improvement. Like the last time our guys, so and so place, tried this, they were caught. Nobody is caught now. It's rather enlarging, like the scope is expanding. So they are not under threat. So the only thing is that what should be done is for us to have a, when are we going to have a government that can work? We don't mean people that come to TV or radio to tell us stories. We are talking about practical work. We are seeing things, right? We don't know when now, because the only way out is for government is almost like everything. Where government will sit down with the special brass of his security team and tinker out methods of nabbing these guys. Are you getting me? Giving it back to them, not just only on the physical measures, technology-wise, intelligence-wise, and then social intervention methods. We've not heard any of this. Why? These guys that are asking for this item of rice is an information. It's information they're passing to you that they're physiologically defeated. They don't have food. So it's also a message to you that they're afraid to come to the town to buy food.
So,
you get what I'm saying?
So you feel the government is not doing enough?
No, now if government is doing enough now, see Ekiti alone. See how many, I think they've killed another monarch again. Nigeria is on rampage. Nigeria is almost been overrun. And you see, since then, is there any improvement? Have you heard that we are using our technology? Don't worry, just send us the number. They'll be calling the point man of the family, right? Because those guys might not really have any tracker. They might not be interested in tracking who is tracking them. They only care for and tell you that if you involve police, we're going to kill, we're going to waste. You say, why should I involve police now? Do you understand? But beyond their knowledge, somebody could be tracking. And the point is that if you are even tracking, you have 2 ransoms to pay, I'm afraid. The one you will pay to the security, that is another aspect of it, if you can afford it. You will pay for these services. You're a citizen that pays tax. Are you with me? You'll be required to pay certain amount of money. Then if you are also preparing to pay those, you won't tell the police that you are preparing 2 ways. You don't have to, because police will believe that they will be able to do what, right? So as they are doing, you're also preparing to pay this other ransom in case if the police effort fails or if it takes too long. So if the police will ask you to pay money for them to use their technology.
And for the viewers, do you think the government is not doing enough, or do you think the security operatives are not doing enough, or do you think the parents, I mean the families, are encouraging this kidnapping by giving us ransom anytime it's being asked, and not patient enough for security personnel to go out there and do the needful? And again, which way forward? What do you think is the best thing that we can do right now? Because security, insecurity in the country is not just about the government. I mean, it's everyone's work. We have to come together to fight. So which way do you think is best that we can put together to make sure that we fight insecurity in our country? This is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network. We'll return after this.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what they blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
People into the country illegally. That is amazing.
Honorable
you human trafficker.
Honorable they are not picking our calls. They made up their minds.
So no agreement with the EU, but
from the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news.
Welcome back. This is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network, and now to the rest of our stories. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has advised couples to restrain from sharing details of their marriages on social media. SP Josephine Adair, the police public relations officer, issued this caution in a post on her social official handle on Sunday. Adair urged couples to insist from social media platforms to promote their businesses to avoid complaints. She wrote, all these marriage couples showing off love on social media, I don't want to hear complaints. Keep your happy home off social media. Use the social media platform to promote your businesses. According to a report, many couples in the FCT have been contacting the police to complain about the activities of their partners on social media and how it had adversely affecting their marriage. The PCRU officer was quoted to have said, I think the PRO is just very concerned because most of the complaints that we have received at the PCRU over the past 2 months have been from married people. A lot of these married people living in the FCT have been calling us to complain about the content that their partners post on social media and how it sometimes affects them in the negative ways. Dr. Weke, I will say, I don't know whether it's one of the biggest issues that we are having in our country today. You see couples, they have issues, they bring it on social media. Whatever they buy, get new thing, they bring it up on social media. Whatever thing they do, they bring it to social media. Do you think social media has a capacity of actually solving marital issues? Do you think it has a way of bonding family? Because most of them are hiding under content now. We are creating content, they bring their children up there and forgetting about the insecurity. And now the police spokesperson has come to say they should be very careful what they post on social media if it is affecting them negatively. But again, will it be easy and possible for them to regulate by telling them just to abstain from it without doing something else about it?
Yeah, I think what police is saying has any information police passes to us is a very critical issue. It's something to be taken serious. It's a security tip, right? So you can do social, you can be a content creator without involving your family. And if you must also post something about 2 adults, that is yourself and your partner, the other person must consent to it. So it shouldn't come like a shocker, except you are posting yourself. In some cases, too, husbands will ask wife, you know the way it is done in around culture. Almost everything, the wife want to take permission from the husband. So if you have that kind of husband too, that will say, I'm seeing this picture, they didn't even tell me. Eh? Hey, when did it, stuff like that. So to that extent too, you can also let your partner know, more so when you have to post pictures involving you, the partner, and then the children. It has to be, I'm trying to see how we can weed off this aspect of people complaining that is affecting them negatively. If it was sent on their consent, they won't say such, so they will take full responsibility. It means the other partner just posted without informing them. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. Then the security aspect, we've heard stories where people after posting maybe on the airport or the trains area that on our way to holiday, that you are just seeing the whole family on our way to a holiday, and then the criminals in the neighborhood will inform the criminals that are not close by about come. He said, you don't even need to come with gun. They've gone. Just come. We'll take our time. We'll just take our time. Don't be in a hurry. They say they even posted there that it's 2 weeks holiday. So what we'll do is that you just take your time. Come around 5 p.m. You know, when they come, you know, you've seen it before. Somebody comes in, everything is blank. They've stolen everything. Especially on Sundays, you see, on my way to church, after service, before service, you know, that kind of thing. So there could be thieves in the neighborhood, or not necessarily in the neighborhood. Thieves that might know your address and where you live. They can take advantage of your absence from home to attack. Or if you also show parents something, there are things you post. Some people might start asking you questions. Hey, how about the children now? Posing to be close friends. He said, no, they are with their auntie. They know that you and their mom have gone. So, they can also come.
Dr. Weke, I'm looking at the aspect of police saying married couples, that's partners, have been calling to complain about the issues. This has to do with family stuff. If your wife posts something on social media and you don't like, or your husband does that and you do not like it, is there no way to sit down and resolve? And if it doesn't, if it doesn't work, why not? Is there no way they can find a way around it? Do they really have to call police? Because this is not a public stuff.
That is what I'm saying. It's like, it depends on the type of I will not say quality of partner, I just say type of partner. There are some persons that will want to tell everybody how they feel. You know, they can only get their succor if they come to all of us. If 2 of us might not be enough, they be so angry that it can only be vented only in the public, you know. So such persons, the partners have to be careful. Like, I don't know what my girlfriend or wife will post, and then I'll start asking you, why did you post? What is my business with whatever you do? But the only thing is the security implication. If it has anything to do with you, if certain aspect of your confidential life, you understand, is being publicized, so you can point it to the person. Please, this is the reason why this one. Just that I don't want this because of this, and it's expected that the other party should understand. But very importantly, what police is saying is very key. We should not say that police is just saying one of those usual things they say. Police people are like medical doctors. You know, the other people's problem is what they are trained to do. You know, so they are born into trouble. You know, you have to learn. In some cases, their personal problems are even very minor. On the ones they meet on daily basis. So if you go to police stations and see what these guys face, you pity them. Their ear is full. You hear all manner of things that people say, come to complain. Do you understand it? So if from inundated reports, probably in certain areas of our social life, they come to tell us, we have to take it very seriously, because there are criminals now everywhere.
Okay,
they
now,
people.
Now, a lot of persons are using this, like I said, to generate income online. All right? So they feel that if they post something normal, people might not actually comment or talk, like their whatever thing they post. But when it comes to things that has to do with their family, oh, this is what my husband is doing, or this is what we did, this is what, you know, is those kind of things that the masses want to talk about. So don't you think that using this to generate money online? And if that is the key, what is the best way to regulate this? Because the couples are saying that some things that will affect them negatively. Is there a better way to pass this information that couples would understand and perhaps abstain from this?
No. Exposing family issues, family matters to the public cannot be the only source of attracting likes.
And then they will still come up and say, it's our privacy. Don't intrude in it.
No, they might be passing information of seeking for social validation, seeking to say that we are doing well. You know, there could be certain kind of ego that is seeking to be advertised. But what I'm trying to say is that if you want to hold alibi that is for money, no, there could be other things you can do. You can form a crazy husband, not showing the immediate nature of your family. What stops you from turning your shirt the other way around and tying it? Everybody want to see what's going on here. So instead of you saying, My wife, oh, I just hugged my wife today. Are you with me during hugging period? This must be very happy. So the only way we can I approach this man is through the wife or through the husband. Let's go that way, right? So there are certain confidential information that are not expected to. You know, the word family derives from French language, meaning filie, which means secret. It derives from the etymological source of the word. What you call family is secret. It derives from secret. So it's private to you. What you should not let the other persons know is within this farm restricted zone, right? So, but if what you are doing is family business, it's family business. We're advertising this. In family business, not everybody is a staff. Why not those who are involved in the business advertise it? I don't know if I got what I'm saying. And those who own big businesses, we have companies that have the highest rated value of advert. I think one company, right? You know, in the drink. So what we are trying to say is that we don't even see the owners. We don't even see the owners come. You just see the product is just done. The brain behind it is cast off site.
Well, we hope they will, parents, not just, well, we hope that couples will learn from this and abstain. I mean, remove some vital things from social media so that tomorrow you will not be crying over God knows what. And now the last story for today is still on economy. Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, expressed concern yesterday about the challenging circumstances faced by many Nigerians. He emphasized that the governors and the presidents are shielded from the country's hardship. Speaking during the February Thanksgiving service, theme Let the Wind Blow at the Throne of Grace Parish RCCG headquarters in Ebute Meta, Lagos. Adeboye urged Nigerians to pray and earnestly seek God's mercy for the nation, citing that the wind of change were already in the motion. Speaking on the value of the dollar to naira, he said, remember at the beginning of the year, God said that things are going to get worse before they get better. If you know the value of naira to dollar by January 1st, if you compare the value of a naira to the dollar today, you would say it looks like this boy knows what he was saying. According to him, we have to pray all our strength because when you say things will get worse before they get better, you don't know how worse or how further before they can get better. With all your heart, cry to God and say, please have mercy on us, intervene quickly. It does not matter how much they are changing the dollar, they are secure, they are where they are. The governor does not need to know the cost of petrol. He doesn't want to know how much petrol is in tank. When he wants to get out, he comes out and enters his car. He doesn't queue at the petrol station. The president doesn't need to know how much they sell bread. That is none of his business. It will get to his table when he wants to eat. It is the common people like you and I who can tell that at the beginning of the year, this is how much they are selling rice because we have to buy. I have told you that I am not a prophet, I am a pastor. At the beginning of the year, the Lord says the wind was going to blow, and the wind was already blowing. As it is, there is nothing we can do to stop it. Dr. Nweke, let me come from the religious angle now. Now, the Holy Bible said in the book of Deuteronomy, that's 15:11, and also the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 11, that the poor will never cease in the land, the poor will always be in the land. Yes, we know that the pastor said the governors, that is some of the dignitaries, our leaders, they don't really know what is going on in the country, but we are the ones suffering from it. But again, I don't think no matter how better this country is, we will still have poor in our midst.
Yeah, the poor will always be there, and there will be more poor people. There will be more poor people, more rich people. But the man of God is talking about the aloofness of our leaders from the publics. I'm sure that is what I can make out of what he's saying. Then the other side of it is his own domain, praying. He's a man of God, so praying for Nigeria. Most of us might not have that kind of composure to continue to pray for people that we don't know what is wrong with them.
But
so
do you
better
think,
prayers are made to them by men of God who can see beyond we, the ordinary.
Do you think Nigerians have not prayed enough?
We have prayed and we are now confused because all these ones we have been praying now, we don't know what has come out of it. You understand? So we don't even know which one to pray again. That's why I say that we should leave this prayer tip for holy men of God like this, for men like us. My brain will not allow me. I'll be thinking, which one, am I praying for this man now? Eh? I wouldn't know which type to pray for them. So we should prayer team, this holy men of God that know, see beyond, we can see, let them continue to pray for Nigeria. But for us, we continue to say that they are doing the wrong thing. That the populace should look for a way to ask National Assembly to redesign our constitution in a way that anybody can come out to contest for election and win.
Don't you think it's through prayers that all of this will happen? Like, I mean, the man of God just said that we have to pray more. The Bible said pray without ceasing.
Who am I to doubt what anything he says is correct?
He said we should pray, and you're saying that he should pray.
No, even in prayers, there is a leader now. He has taken the lead, which we have all queued into now. But I cannot lead, though. Do you understand? I'm not, because I'm already aggrieved. So I can only pray for myself. Father, please cleanse my heart. Right now I'm so angry with this country. And then when he does that, I cannot have a poise to start praying. So I don't know when God will heal me. Once he does that, I'll start praying for Nigeria. I'll start praying, God, please give them sense that, you see, all these things, they import everything. We'll be giving magic, mechanical completion, electrical completion of refineries. God, please, what is actually happening in Dangote? We hear he wants to import now from US.
Not Dr.
God, what can, please, how,
before we go, let's look at this. You know, at times, you can't be praying, God, I need destiny helpers, bring destiny helpers my way, and God bring the destiny helper, is quite there. If you don't identify yourself, or better still, the person that cannot identify, there's every tendency that nothing will happen. There will be no transition. No, let's just put it that way, like someone to, you know, or let's say you're praying for phone, and someone get you a phone. If you don't open the package, there's every tendency that nothing will happen, right? So don't you think that Nigerians have prayed to a point that God has given us solution, but because of what is going on in the country?
The destiny helper you are talking is, most of these girls, when your boyfriends buy them good stuff, it says destiny helper. So we need to know what this destiny is. We are Nigerians are very interesting. Destiny helper, how? Destiny helper. Which one is destiny helper again? See, the truth of the matter is that we have not even started doing any destiny.
I just
see where we are. See, the other countries are going destiny. We are going the other way.
I was using it for an illustration.
So, like, what destiny helper, it depends on whose destiny we are talking about. Well, if it's Nigerian destiny, we have bastardized our own. We have refused to own a destiny. We have not decided to form a path for ourselves. So we can only say that let's come together and begin to make Nigeria work. As it is now,
it's not working.
I'm afraid.
The man of God said the wind of glory is already blowing. So it's just for us to...
Hallelujah.
We are almost getting there.
Hosanna.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wike, for joining me on today's show. It was good having you here.
Thank you.
I am Immaculata Irikana. If you miss out, join us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, Atlantic TV Net, website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Do remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching, and continue to stay connected on ATM Socials till we come your way next time. Good afternoon.
from the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.